faces across it. Just wait till the guys have sat down, because they'll be blocking the cameras if not there we go. Go on, John.
Sure. No, I was just going to say, it must have been, obviously looked a very, very difficult win for you today. How important is that? How important do you think that will be today, and what character from the players?
Oh, it's massive, and it's really massive, and it was so difficult. If you say it before the game, everybody looks like it would not be allowed to say it. We're going to Cardiff, and we have to work there. So we spoke a lot about this game, how special it is, how special the situation is for the opponent, and so just to make clear what we have to do today. It was not a game for a little bit playing around. It was a game for a 100% fight, a battle. If you want, battle of will again. Who wants it more? In difficult circumstances, and all these circumstances obviously they are all a bit in favor for the team who has the ball not that often. The ball doesn't roll like normally. Everybody saw it. I can't speak obviously today about it because the few guys from Sky said they spoke about it as well. So then maybe it's allowed. It doesn't make football easy when the pitch is dry. Actually dangerous as well because of injuries, but it doesn't make it easy. So we had the ball most of the time. It doesn't make it easy, how I said, but still created three 100% brilliant chances, which we probably usually finish off. Didn't do that. Can happen. Then you have to stay patient, you have to stay calm. You need to stay 100% focused in each set piece because that's what they go for. It was pretty difficult. And I think the big chance they had, the ref told me it would have been a foul on Ali. So if we don't, it would have been not a goal. So
From the header.
Yeah. So it would have been a foul on Ali, but we had the ball anyway. So all good in that. So we defended these set pieces brilliant and used the set piece, or two if you want at the end, in a fantastic way. The boys were so smart, used the experience from the first half for that corner in the second half, which we didn't. It's not from the training ground, it's actually from the dressing room in the halftime when the boys decided to do that. I love that. And brilliant goal, second goal, counter press four times, I think, win the ball. And then I think it's no doubt about if a defender use the hand 5 times and then it's a penalty. Millie finishes it off. Brilliant day. And even Fabinho should be okay. He was a bit dizzy. So and then it's in that game, you need to be 100% or out. So in that moment he couldn't say he's 100%, so we made that change. And again, after a minute, but he is fine as well.
Paul?
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about what happened at half time over the set piece? Because we suggested the players work that.
Yeah.
The goal, the players.
Yeah, we had two. How you know? We put a lot of emphasis in set piece. But in half time, well, not bad. The set piece first half, but we knew that Cardiff is outstandingly strong in offensive set pieces, but from time to time they have some problems with defensive set pieces. So and the boys obviously found out that if you make all these runs here on the pitch, no camera angle is as good as your own view, and obviously they decided to play that flat ball, and Ginny will make the run with all the blocks. It's man marking, It's man marking. You have if you bring 3 players proper are man marked. If you bring a 4th or 5th one, then he's free. And obviously Ginny was free in that moment. But then still you have to hit that ball like this. A brilliant goal. I loved it.
I think it's 20 goals from set pieces this season now, which is a big factor in the season.
Yeah. We had to improve in it. We didn't really score a lot of goals in the past from this. So big compliment to all the boys involved in that. Analysts, Pete Kravitz put a lot of work in that and stuff like that. So in the end, the boys have to do it, and they are. They like it. If it's successful, then you like everything. They will do pretty much everything. If somebody tells them, you score more often.
Do you like them taking that initiative?
Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. Even more I like it. But of course, players talk to each other, and if you see that, then you have to. If we have 2 or 3 routines around set pieces, then it's about. You try all of them, and then you figure out what caused them the most problems, and then you try that one again. And if you're not happy with all the things on that day, then you have to try something different. That's difficult on the pitch to decide because you need too many players being involved. It's like you take a proper time out and say, so now we do it like this, but half time is possible, and so they did it brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, again, it's 88 points. No Liverpool teams ever got that in the Premier League. There's not much more you can do really at the moment.
No.
breaking the records. You just
It's no problem. Look, we are on the sport long enough, and in the end, it's like a bill. The price is on. It's like you look on it, and then you have to pay it. It's what we do. In the end, we will see how much points we have, and then we get what we get for it. We don't know it, but it's not about. It's if you are only motivated if you win the Holy Grail, then something is wrong with you. So we are motivated itself because we play for this club, because we want to win football games, because we enjoy the ride together with our fans. That's the truth. But of course, but we have no influence on the other games. We don't have it. It's like it is, and we can play our games. Our next game is against Huddersfield. Which will be difficult again for different reasons again, because I know already if I tell somebody okay, maybe not in this room, but in the Liverpool room, and say that will be a really tough one, and people look at me, I was talking about, do you think about Barcelona already, or some bullshit like that? So we will be completely focused on Huddersfield, but until then we have to train, recover, rest, and make ourselves ready. And I know on Wednesday is a game. I know that we had to play that game as well, and Man United was in that moment obviously in a much better moment when we played them. So and it was a 0-0. We'll see what comes out on Wednesday. We have no influence on that, but we still have to play games after that. So if United gets a point or whatever, and we win Huddersfield and go to Newcastle after Barcelona, and our half think we have it halfway or whatever, then we get the knock there. It's all difficult. We just have to stay focused on our things, and that's what worked really well so far. And I don't see any reason why we should change that.
Last couple, yeah.
Jurgen, you've obviously managed clubs all over Europe. How did the atmosphere here compare?
Exactly two. not too many.
So you've taken your teams to clubs across Europe, should I say. How did the atmosphere here today compare to other teams?
It's Easter, and I don't think it's a day to tell the truth, but I don't like it, and when crowds celebrate too much the failure of other teams. To be 100% honest, yes, atmosphere is great, but if we miss the goal, I know now why that's the loudest moment in the game. So I never liked that in my whole life. Happens in other stadiums probably as well. Apart from that, it's a brilliant place, the city with that weather. I think the half world would make holiday here, and stadium is fantastic. But you ask me, I would have never spoken about it. But if you ask me, you get an honest answer. It will be a tough fight. Brighton maybe is in the moment not in the most confident position, but they will strike back as well. It will be interesting until the last match day probably.
Neil, do you want one to finish off?
Yeah, hi Jurgen. I didn't see a close up of the pitch, obviously you did, but when it is bone dry, what is the purpose behind it, and how does it affect?
You don't really ask that question, do you? You want the answer from me, or you don't know the answer?
How it affects the way that you play.
Look, we had yesterday. We had to convince our groundsmen. It was like against the ethos. Ethos? They didn't want to do it because they are too proud for that. Don't cut the grass and leave it dry at our training pitch. So we trained yesterday 1 hour 10 minutes on a bone dry pitch just to get used to it. So it's I spoke about that last year when we played at West Brom, and people call me then a bad loser. I don't know even if we lost that day or had a draw. It's just football. Dry pitches are dangerous. It's for the players injury wise and stuff like that. You run and you stop in a moment when we are not used to it. That's how it is. It can happen a lot of things. So that's how it is. But you know why people leave a pitch dry. You know that. So I don't have to say that. It's just, and if you didn't see it, by the way, I'm sorry for that. The pitch was dry then. I don't know exactly why, because the ball doesn't roll that quick, and that gives it's bitter. It's difficult for the fluency of the game. That's how it is. If you ask footballers what do you want, they would say, yeah, a wet pitch, and let's go, let's pass, let's play football. That's how it is. You can slide better. Everything is better. But how I said, we were prepared this time. We learned pretty much from all our mistakes in the past. This time we were prepared, and so I'm happy with the outcome.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome. This door. Yeah. Why?